Well, everybody, welcome back to the Turning Stone Classic 29. I'm upstate Al of AZB TV. We're coming to you live from the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. Next matchup at hand is going to be on the B side of the chart. It's going to be Jayson Shaw, Eagle Eye, versus Shaun Wilkie. We're going to have Mike Yetnick in the booth, and of course the legendary Danny DiLiberto. And every once in a while, we're going to put the hat in here, and he might say a word or two. He's getting tired, he said. His mouth is a little tired. But Ed Cohen, all right. He's a buddy of mine. We love him. We love him at the end of our canes. No, he's good. He's good people. Anyway, before we actually get underway, we do have a lot of folks to thank. MBQs, he's still on premises as Jayson Shaw approaches the table right behind the poster. This is Mike Burton. He's got everything under the sun. When it comes to Josh Q's, he is a authorized dealer. And like I said, he does have a booth up at the front. So come on by the Turning Stone. If you can't make it here, get in touch with Mike Burton right at the address you see on the poster, mbqs.com, or send him an email right there. Mike at mbqs.com is his email address. Very simple to remember. He's a great guy to deal with. I've seen him deal with customers. He's a really nice guy, Mike Burton. Talking about nice people, here you go right here, Thomas Grimaldi and family. 4 generations, actually. Building man caves, woman caves, I like to call them, but they are arcade rooms for your household. Everything under the sun they will do for you as far as lighting and tables and bars. You could go to the website, tgrimaldibilliards.com, or call him there. I suggest you go to his Facebook. Search out Thomas Grimaldi on Facebook and look at the pictures of the work that they do. They're out on Long Island. They've been in business forever. They know exactly how to cross the T's and dot the I's. Thanks, Tom. We'll be heading up to Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. This is another big tournament. There's already probably about 115, maybe 120 players signed up. It's the MD Promotions New England 9-Ball Series Winter Classic. Mark Dion. $5,000 added and 128 players. That's nice prize money. If he still has openings, you better check with him. Call him at that telephone number right there at the bottom right-hand corner, or send him an email at New England 9-Ball Series at gmail.com. We will be there to live stream it at Snookers. The Kings of Vapor actually sponsored Jayson Shaw along with Mucci and Ultimate Team Gear. And Jason's got more patches on him than a NASCAR driver. Also, the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Thank you, Chad. Dennis Walsh, attorney at law in Chicago. A real estate attorney. Sorry, Dennis. Dennis Walsh is on board with us. Danny DiLiberto knows him. He's in Chicago. But not only is he attorney for real estate, he loves street pool. And right now he has over $16,000 in sponsor money that he's going to give away at Derby City Classic at the Straight Pool Challenge. Make sure when you get there, tell him we said hello from Verona, New York. Thank you, Dennis. Want to thank Checkio. us.checkio.com is where you can purchase your Checkio. AccuStats. Well, AccuStats has a lot of things happening. I'm going to start calling Pat and Jim Frederick's Houdini and Who Did It, because now they're on Vimeo. You can go to Vimeo and become a monthly subscriber, or they might even be deals for a year. Upstate doesn't know. I'm so busy here. I sometimes don't have the time to search around. Go to AccuStats.com. All the information is right there. The links are right there. They're loading matches now. You can watch them right online. And while you're there, check out the early bird special for the pay-per-view event that's taking place right around the corner from Derby City Classic, a full production done by Pat Fleming and crew. Chalky Sticks, this is the app that you can download for free to your Android device or your iOS device. It has a locator so that you can locate a pool room in a strange area if you're on the road and you feel like playing some pool. or if you're a road player. Not only that, it has a diagram such as you see on the left-hand side of this poster. It's a pool table, the top view of a pool table where you can move balls around and put them in place and discuss shots online with forums. They also have professionals now, videos of professionals explaining the best way to do it and the mental aspect of the game. They have a 24-hour billiard channel where you can watch pool and billiards. It's free to download. It's chalkysticks.com. Here it is, billiardproductreviews.com. Honest, unbiased reviews of all things billiards. Products, billiard products. Go over to the website. They take information, input. They get together. They experience, and they, with prototypes or the first marketing products that come out, they're on top of the game. They know what they have to do. So if I invent a towel hanger that hangs on your case, let's say, that's a magic clip where you don't even have to look at it. It's like magnetized. These guys will have it. They make sure that they buy them or get things right away. It's a big investment to buy different products. They do it. They give you your opinion, and you got articles like you can't believe right on billiardproductreviews.com. Now, I'm Upstate Al, and you guys PM me. I don't know if you're trolling me, but you guys are saying, hey, Al, we want to send you something. I put this up yesterday. I can tell you right now I received 0, okay? But for you guys that are PMing me, the reason I do not answer now is because I put this up. That's my PayPal address, upstatealpool@gmail.com. I thank you in advance if you're going to give me anything. If not, I'm not putting this thing up anymore. But, you know, it always happens at the Turning Stone. Okay, we want to thank Greg Antonakis. Get your Southwest from the best. That's Greg Antonakis and family. American Cue Pickers. Greg informed me a couple of months back that he now has cues to fit your budget. So it doesn't have to be specially Southwest. He also has Predator BK Rush cues also. We want to thank Kamui, KamuiTips.com, and we're going to let Jennifer Beretta tell you a little bit about her experience.
When I play pool, I push myself to be the best player that I can be.
Rack 9. Jennifer Beretta making a statement.
I made a commitment to myself to become a professional, and keeping myself mentally and physically healthy was critical to achieving my vision. When my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer many years ago, it was a very scary time, and she had to put her entire life on hold. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer at some point in their lifetime, and that diagnosis will disrupt their entire lives and the lives of everyone around them. And women aren't the only ones at risk. 1 in every 1,000 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer at some point in his lifetime. That's why Kamui brand is launching the Pink Ribbon campaign to promote breast cancer awareness and encourage a healthy lifestyle. As part of the campaign, Kamui is releasing a limited edition pink glove and pink Q cleaner available on their website, and all profits go directly to breast cancer research. Join our campaign and show your commitment to excellence. Kamui chose to support breast cancer research because everyone knows someone affected by breast cancer. Let's help each other stay healthy and push our dreams and goals to the highest level. Avoid smoking. Encourage the people in your life to get breast cancer screening and donate to breast cancer research. I'm Jennifer Beretta for Kamui brand. Stay healthy.
Folks, make sure to go over to KamuiTips.com and click the pink link. We want to thank Baltimore City Cues, where they bring anything from tips to tables. So if you're holding a big event like this, you definitely don't have a pro shop on hand, they will bring everything from tips to tables. It's BaltimoreCityCues.com. We want to thank light-systems.com. This is the fin It's ultra thin. It's guaranteed for like 10 years. It's 10 times brighter, 10 times lighter. No shadowing. Light-systems.com. Looks like Mike Zuglin's making his announcements, and we are going to have Danny DiLiberto and Mike Yetnitz sit in momentarily. As soon as Mike Zuglin finishes the official announcement for the main table, we will be underway.
Here on 7 from New York City. He's a two-time winner here at Turning Stone. He's a two-time U.S. Open 9-ball champ. He's a Hall of Famer. He's sponsored by Mez Q's and Kamui, Mika Immonen. And his opponent, first time here at Turning Stone. He struck his stuff. He's from Hagerville, Ontario, Canada. 2017 Canadian 8-ball champion, Adam Montour. All right, good luck. And down here on the live stream table with Upstate Al and Danny DiLiberto, I believe, and Mike Yetnak in the booth there. All right, good to see you guys. First from Havre de Grace, Maryland. He's a multiple winner on our Josh Northeast 9-ball tour in the past. Former Action Pool Tour Player of the Year. He's sponsored by Lucasi Custom Cues, Lights Out Billiard Apparel, Raymond's Pro Shop, Brews and Cues, and Black Heart Tips, Shaun Wilkie. Where is he? He's over there. And his opponent, he's from Orange, Connecticut. He's a 5-time winner here at Turning Stone. He's your current U.S. Open 9-ball champ, Jayson Shaw, right there. All right, good luck, everyone. Please, players and spectators.
Well, you heard it, folks. Jayson Shaw, Shaun Wilkie, Michael Yetnick's on the air.
Guys, thanks for having me again. Sitting here with Danny DiLiberto.
And Danny DiLiberto's on the air, like Mike Yetnick said. Hello, guys.
Hello, Al.
What do you think about this matchup here? If you had to open up a window and lay down the stakes to the house.
Wilkie didn't practice too well.
Okay, gotcha. And as a commentator, Danny is throughout the years. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times he's not biased because he gets in trouble.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm friends with both guys. Shaun Wilkie's on top of the world right now. You'd have to favor Shaun if you were putting your money down, though.
Well, we see.
Really?
Yeah.
We've seen a match.
I mean Jayson Shaw. Sorry, Jayson Shaw.
Oh.
I misspoke. Yeah, Jayson Shaw's been winning everything, so he's favored to win. Okay, Jayson did the cut break, came up dry.
He broke dry.
Didn't sell out. No position on the 1-ball. Obviously, we're playing 9-ball, so Shaun Wilkie has the option to push out or accept the shot as it is. He's opting to push out.
You got to give it back to him.
Yeah, Jason's giving this back.
Well, Shaun's going to try to spin it off the rail, but I don't know if there's enough room in there to try to spin this cue ball in and kick the one past the 3-ball on the left-hand side there and try to keep the cue up table.
Yeah, he's trying to get the...
Oh, he's bringing the cue down table.
The cue behind the 7. That wasn't a horrible shot there.
A good shot.
Yeah, from the position he was in.
Yeah, he
got the
can't
best of
get position if he shoots the one.
Wait a minute, hold it. Are we talking about Jayson Shaw?
Yeah, I'm trying to be real.
That's going out
I'm
on the
making
limb.
believe he's human.
Okay.
No, he can't get position. That's the problem.
I think Jason's playing it safe here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Danny. I think he got position, but he failed to pocket the 1-ball.
Yeah, he
came
jarred
real
it. He didn't
close.
miss it by much.
He didn't miss it by much at all. That was a nice shot.
It's very
Nice
aggressive,
attempt.
which
Nice
is
attempt, I should say. Sorry,
That's
Mike.
his style.
standard. Yeah,
Plays aggressive.
he doesn't duck unless he has to. Shaun's going to try to put him back where he was. Use the
Well,
2
he's
ball.
got an easy kick, but not an easy shot.
Yeah, he's going to try to kick behind the 3-5, meaning kick the 1 behind the 3-5 and leave the cue in that general vicinity. So I look for him to probably kick this soft. If he's got another option here, he might be able to thin the right side, do the same thing with the 1, bring the cue ball between the 4 or the 8 and the 7. Good 1 ball speed. He's got the 1 almost frozen to the rail.
9 balls hanging there on that right-hand side of that rail there, just underneath Shaun Wilkie.
Yeah, 6 balls in the way of the bank, though. Shaun's going to have to play safe here. Shaun hit it well. Hit it really well. Little cat and mouse here going on for the first rack. Okay, so Jayson made the first error. Now, if the 9's not frozen, Shaun's going to play the 1-9 combo. But if the 9 is frozen, he'll try to figure out a way to get from the 2 to the 3.
Oh, I think he's got to shoot the 9.
Yeah, the 2 to the 3 is very tough, and
Yeah.
he's opting. Now, I would play the 9, but I'll also play the cue ball behind the 3 here. So I would play this with a little angle so that I could get the cue ball behind the 3 and take the free shot at the 9. Wow.
Never a doubt.
Danny believed it was in. I was scared to death. So while Jayson's racking, I'm going to mention his sponsors. He's sponsored by Kings of Vapor, Ultimate Apparel, Kamui Tips, Taum Tips. He plays with the Muchi Q. US1 Billiards also sponsors him. DigiQ, Rasson Tables as well. So Jayson's got a lot of sponsors there. Shaun Wilkie, sponsored by Blackheart Tips. Lights Out Apparel, Lucasi, Brews and Cues in Glen Burnie, Maryland, and Rayman's Pro Shop. So Shaun also has quite a few sponsors. Shaun wins the first game 1-0 in favor of Shaun Wilkie. Doing a cut break, I believe. Well, Shaun usually hits it square.
Yeah, he made a ball.
Made the 5 ball, and the 7 might push him into position or push him in danger. Looks like he's in danger. He can't push out to a bank because the bank leads natural position to the 2 ball. You know, I feel like he's more favored percentage-wise here to go ahead and kick at this ball now. I don't see anything favorable coming from pushing out. What do you think, Danny?
No, you can't push out here. It's like you say, kick to hit the ball. You're going to have to do that anyway.
Right.
If you push.
What I think he's doing is he's going to try to get the cue frozen to the rail and leave Jayson straight in on the 1 ball, hoping that Jayson...
He's daring him.
Yeah, hoping that Jayson
He's
doesn't come with
daring
the
him.
shot.
Oh, don't let him see the bottom of the cue ball.
Yeah, he had a little leakage there.
Yeah, you want to leave him close to the rail.
I still don't like that push. I think he was supposed to kick there. But I was wrong. He left him enough angle to where he couldn't pull it straight back. So I'll say that Wilkie played a good shot there. Yeah, easy safe behind the 8.
Yeah, but you like leaving it closer to the 8. Take away a lot of the kicks. You got to gamble on freezing him on the 8. He'll hit this, might even make it.
Right, exactly. I think he hit it a little. I think he got a double kiss there, Danny. I think I heard a double kiss, so that's probably why he didn't get the exact result he was looking for. Yeah, he did hit it great, and
He almost did make it, but
got
he scratched.
no reward. Yep.
Yeah.
And Jayson's looking at a free game here. Jason's a very instinctive player, so he won't take more than a minute to run these out. And I think he'll play for the 7 in the side. He'll go 4, stop shot, 6, follow up a little bit, take the 7. Now he's probably going to play the 7 in the same pocket as the 6. He played in the other side. All right.
Perfect. Perfect. Can't go wrong here.
No. Stop, draw back a diamond, and he's straight on the 9. Off the rail. Just like that, we got a 1-1 tied ball game.
Is there a Don Peterson in the house? Don Peterson, if you're here, could you please come up to the front immediately? Thank you.
While we have a racking, I'm going to mention my sponsors, Jacoby Custom Cues, Predator Shafts, Kamui Products, House Pro at Amsterdam Billiards. Thank you, Amsterdam. Christine Jagdo, my wife, very much. Good friend of mine, Ira Lee, is the main man in the operation. Thanks, guys. Back to the show here. Jason's probably going to do a cut break and try to play the 6. Yeah, and he made the 6 straight in. Shaun will give you. Shaun Wilkie always gives a good rack if he can. So I don't even think Jason looked.
Yeah, I got to tell you about Buffalo's best pool room, Classic Q on Transit Road. Got chicken wing, every kind of beer.
I had them too. Those chicken wings are good.
Yeah, you did.
Right, he'll just come one rail between the 8 and the 4, straight up for the 3 ball. Actually got a little funny here, but he should be able to pop off and play the 4 in the lower left corner.
Well, when the ball's this close, you could play part of the pocket and go anywhere.
Yeah, but you see how much he had to move the cue ball to get
He's
position.
got a good, strong stroke.
Yeah, he got a little too strong there.
He's okay.
He's okay because Jayson Shaw. He's going to make this ball with ease, but it did bobble its feet on the way in. It wasn't a hanger. Jason's just a pocketing phenomenon. Most guys would not execute that last shot as well as he did, or the shot previous. Jacked up shot and back angle cut. Jayson pocketed both of them with ease.
He's the best shot maker in pool.
Yeah, I'd only give 2 other guys equal in that, and that would be Earl Strickland and Mika Immonen, I think, are also super ball pocketers, but
not as good as this guy.
that's a very strong statement, Danny.
I make real strong ones. Shane Van Boning is the best player ever lived.
Shane Van Boning's the best breaker to ever live.
Best player ever lived. I played them all, pal.
You think he's better than Efren, better than Alex Pagulayan, better than all these other guys?
He beat every one of them head to head.
But you don't think that that's his quality break? Has anything to do with that? You think if Efren had his break,
great
that Efren
shoot making. If he doesn't, he wouldn't be Efren.
Well, I'm not gonna deny anything you say, Danny. I think that Efren's probably the greatest ball or pool player to ever live.
I don't.
But that's
But I got a reason for that.
That's fair enough.
Do you want to share that reason?
I beat him every time I played him. And I was old. And I beat him in one pocket gambling. But he's a great player, but I have trouble saying he's the greatest. In the old days, they would say that about Lassiter. And I beat Lassiter to death, so I have trouble saying that. Great players. Shane learned so quick.
Well, I seen him. Well, you were there to make it. Oh no, wait a minute. Did you? Yeah.
So back
Go
to
ahead.
this match. I think he's going to go ahead and carom off the 1 and play the 7. And probably try to hit the 1 into the 8 and hope that he maintains position on the 1. He's not guaranteed position here, but I don't think he can pass up the carom on the 7. 7 so
I don't
close to
think
the
he
pocket.
has it. He's hitting the 7 too thin.
You don't think he has it?
He made it.
And he didn't hit the 8? He's going to hit the 1, come up to the center of the table for the 2 ball. Try to stay underneath it so he can play position for the 3.
Gee whiz, this opened up just like a beautiful can of worms, huh?
Yeah, he played that really well. He got a little lucky to get shape on the 1 because when you're hitting the 8, he's not sure where the 1's going to go. But I'm sure he played that, and it just worked out like he played it in his head. Of course, it doesn't have to happen that way. I love how Shane plays. I love how a lot of guys play. I can say that I've never beat Shane. So
He learns so quick.
a lot of guys that play super strong pull, but.
Well, that's what I was saying, talking about him learning so quick. When Sandcastles had Pat Fleming did the Make It Happen for the 1 pocket, Shane was there studying Efren Reyes, and he's just learning more and more.
Of course. Efren's a great guy to learn from.
Yeah. And when Shane was playing, Efren was sitting there watching him. I guess there are certain things that both can absorb from each other.
You can learn from everybody in this game.
Yeah.
You can learn from bad pull players.
You're right.
But obviously, we're talking about 2 of the greatest pull players to ever live. I find it hard to deny the quality of his work ethic.
Right, yeah.
And his ability to practice and stay committed, and his decision making at the table and his ball pocketing. I mean, Shane Van Boening is
Apparently, you never saw Lassiter. And apparently, you never saw
I wasn't
worse.
around when Lassiter
I know,
was
that's
here.
why you didn't.
Well, but I was just talking about Shane Van Boening. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of guys, Danny. I haven't been around as long as
And you
some of
never
the players.
saw
Don't
Eddie
mention my
Taylor
name.
play.
Don't mention my name. Mention Danny's name.
Anyway, Shaun Wilkie just ran this rack out beautifully.
Yes,
and,
very nice work.
Played a great shot in the 1, which gave him opportunity to hold control of the table.
Ties
And,
it up 2-2.
We're looking at a tied ball game again.
My favorite pool player of all time is Jackie Gleason.
You know what his name was in movies? James Gleason. That was his name. James Gleason.
That's awesome. Funny thing is, Efren's not even my favorite player. He's just the best player, I think. I have a different favorite player.
He's a great player and a great guy and my friend. But I'm telling you what my experiences were. He's a great player, very creative.
I tell you, Shaun blasted that rack just there and made the wing ball, and then the 7 got kicked way up into the corner.
No soft break here, that's for sure.
No.
He's got pretty natural position to the 2 in the side as long as it goes by the 3.
Oh, it does go by the 3.
He looks like he's playing for the corner position.
I think the angle that he has on this 1 ball
Yeah, he's looking
doesn't
at it.
favor coming down table for the 2 in the side.
Yeah, maybe it's thicker than it looks here. I thought he had a little angle, but yeah, it looks like he's straight in. So he's just going to cut this in the corner and accept the 3 ball on the side.
Position's automatic.
Which is, yeah, automatic. He's just doing back and forth. Long rail, long rail. And then from the 3, you can go natural 2 or 3 rail position for the 4 in the same pocket. It's, of course, saying that the 2 ball is a foregone conclusion. Which it is. Good shot by Shaun.
It's a winning shot.
Yeah, that was the deciding shot. As Danny said earlier, there's usually one shot in the rack that determines whether you win the rack or not.
That was it.
That was it. He'll follow up a little bit. He doesn't want to be jacked up over the 8, so I would follow this a hair. There you go. Just swing over to the left side a little bit for the 8-ball in the same pocket he just made the 4. Oh, corner pocket. I guess he was straighter than I thought. Depending on the angle, follow to the right side or the left side of the table. Looks like Shaun's going to get the lead here. Great shooting.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good.
(3-2) Shaun Wilkie.
Shaun's just hitting the rack hard and hoping that he gets a good shot after. It's basically doing a 10-ball break on a 9-ball rack. As far as the velocity, he's just crushing it. And with the velocity he's hitting it, something's been going in. Jayson, as you saw, was playing the wing ball and making sure that he pocketed a ball. I like Jayson's break a little stronger. And feel like he's favored to win on the break mechanic or break analysis alone, just because he's making sure he's making a ball on the break, whereas Shaun Wilkie's slaughtering it and hitting it as hard as he can and as square as he can and hoping.
Hey, Pat Fleming in the chat room. Hey, Pat. We know you couldn't make it, buddy. We know the weather.
Pat is in charge of AccuStats, which is an awesome pool video library. I think every good pool player should have everything that Pat owns if possible, or as much as you can afford. I know I have over 300 videos. I was telling Al earlier of Pat's strong supporter of understanding pool by watching videos, which is why we have the great Danny Dilberto here giving you guys some commentary as well.
Yeah, I've been with him 20 years. Great man, good for pool, loves the game.
He used top inside there in case anyone was wondering. He could have gone outside 3 rails or top inside. He chose top inside to get straight on the 7, so he'd be straight on the 8. He'll probably just stop this or pull it back a hair for the 8 or for the 9, the opposite pocket. He double crossed me and played for the side pocket. Danny, would you have pulled back for the corner? Or
No, I
follow
like what he did because the pocket's bigger when you roll it like that, and position was pretty obvious. You could do it both ways, but I think that way, if you did it 100 times, you'd get out more than the other way.
Gotcha.
It's all percentages.
Oh, of course, yeah. Jayson definitely plays the percentages, but he also plays a little more aggressive than other guys. That wasn't an aggressive shot, but that was a different position play than I would normally play, so I just learned something there. My favorite player, actually alive right now, is Alex Paguline. I love how he plays.
He's my good friend, and I love the guy. If you talk all games, including snooker, he's the best all-around player, Alex.
So Jayson's playing the 8-ball, made it clean. And that's what I was talking about, where I think that's a huge advantage if you're going to play a ball on the break. And especially since Shaun Wilkie gives you a good rack, he's going to be able to do that. He's analyzing where the 1's going after he makes the 2-ball. So he's gonna cam the 2-ball in and try to play position on the 1 in the corner that he's standing in, I believe, around the 3-ball. And he played that exact position. I think he just came up a bit short. Great visualization Jayson has to see exactly where the ball was going and to play that position. And he's going to go for the shot. This is similar to that back cut earlier he had, and he made it right in the center of the pocket, so I don't foresee him
that was
missing
the two ball earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, strong shot before and a strong shot there. And he's going to go back and forth and play for the 4 in the lower left corner. I don't think he'll try to hold this. I think he'll go 2 rails back and forth cross. Maybe even 3. 1, 2, 3. Natural position there. I'll try to get a little forward on this 4 ball so he's underneath the 5 so he can naturally come up table for the 6. All right, great shot there. Easy shot, but good shot nonetheless. Rest of the rack is pretty much personal preference. I play for the 7 in the lower right corner, but let's see what he decides. He could play for the side pocket if he wants. He's going to play it in the side and come to the left side of the table for the 9, I believe. Nope, he went to the right side of the table for the 9. So he just used a straight follow, cut it thin, and let the cue ball naturally drift forward as opposed to popping it a little and coming to the other side. I'm going to say that Jayson played it right because he's still in the tournament and I'm not. Usually when you're trying to play position, you'll try to play it with follow first, stun second, and then draw third, and then you'll add English last. That minimizes your misses. And we'll see if Jayson doesn't follow that route most of the time. So Jayson's either playing the 2 or the 6. Looks like he's playing the 2 ball. He's playing position on the 1 in the pocket where he's breaking from. 1, 2. He didn't make the 2, but he made the 1. So a little fortunate there.
He's got position too.
Got perfect position on the 2. Easy to get position to the 3. He'll go between the 4 and the 7. Draw back. Oh, he had a little more angle than I thought when around the 4. This is pretty natural. The 5 leads nicely to the 6, otherwise the 6 might be a problem, but he has no problem because the position of the 5 ball to the 6. Notice whenever there is a sort of critical shot, he makes sure that he gets on the right side of the ball. He wants to be to the right of the 6 as opposed to straight in or to the left. This is ideal because now it's natural to get to the 7. Had he been on the left side of the 6, he would be going into the 8, and then he has problems ahead of himself. So he's just making sure he doesn't have to do extra work. He didn't want to be on the rail there, but he's Jayson Shaw. He's going to pocket this with ease.
And he doesn't take too long.
He's got options. He can play this in the side or in the corner.
I think you play it in the side. Go 1 rail to the 9.
He's going to go around the 9, 3 rails.
Will he get there?
Yeah, he'll get there
He got there.
pretty perfectly. Nice shot. Believe we're at 5-3 now. Jayson Shaw leads. A little bit of a seesaw match. It's nice to see Shaun shoot so well, Shaun Wilkie.
Yeah, he's playing good. He's playing better than he practiced. Did you ever see Filler play?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the future. He's going to be tough for many years. I want to see how he plays 1 pocket at Derby City.
Justin Bergman, Skylar Woodward, a couple other younger guys coming up you're probably familiar with. But if I were to go by your logic, I've beaten both of them whenever I played them. So, but I don't think I'm better than them. I think I just got my A game that day, and they didn't. Sometimes I feel like in pool, your outside life dictates how good you're playing, and if you have a lot of clutter, then you don't play as well. I mean, focus is the number one thing.
I'm laughing about the wipe stuff. Wipes are not good for your stroke. But you don't agree with that, of course, because you got a beautiful wife, like you said.
I'm quite fortunate. Christine Jagdale's my wife. She's up in the bleachers sweating this match. And that might have looked a little careless, but Jayson actually got on the correct side of the 5 to get to the 6. Yeah, that was a very good shot. And he's going to swing back to the left side of the table for the 9 from here. He could also go inside English, but I think he's using low outside English. Yeah, that makes the 6 hug the rail a little
perfect.
better. Just like that, it's going to be 6-3.
Well, he's in gear right now. He plays real good on the loser side. He's got 6 now?
Affirmative, 6-3. Jayson leads. Just going to do a shout out to my sponsors, Jacoby Custom Cues, Predator, Shafts, Kamui Products. I'm also the house pro at Amsterdam Billiards. I do provide lessons through that room. Thank my beautiful wife, Christine Jagdale. Also Molinari Products. And the BTR, Alex Paguline has also helped me with that. He's the captain. I'm the co-captain there, assistant captain. Jayson Shaw is sponsored by Kings of Vapor, Ultimate Apparel, Kamui, Taum Tips, Mucci Cues. His pool is US1 Billiards. He's also sponsored by DigiQ and Rassin Tables. Shaun Wilkie, sponsored by Black Heart Tips, Lights Out Apparel, Lucasi, Brewing Cues in Glen Burnie, Maryland, Raymond's Pro Shop. Those are all those sponsors. So big thanks to those guys that help these guys play good pool. Of course, we have to thank Mike Zuglin for this fine event and Turning Stone Casino.
You know, Mike was a real good player.
I know Mike was a great straight pole player, especially.
I played him many times in the 80s.
I've bought a lot of Mike's videos on AccuStats. Seen him run 150 and out and seen him get beat 150 and out.
Yeah, by Siegel.
Yep. Zuglin's got a very strong straight pole game, or had a very strong straight pole game. I wish he'd put a straight pole tournament out, to be honest. He got a little low on the 7, but I think he can hold it and stay.
He's fine.
Hit the rail and be all right. Yeah, you're right. He's got not too much angle.
He's got the perfect angle now.
Another rack for Shaw in about 30 seconds. Could barely get his sponsors out in time. So Jayson's putting on a little clinic. You'll notice Jayson's pace is much faster than most players. He's very
I like that.
nonchalant and very aggressive at the table and doesn't waste any time overthinking shots.
And he's not boring.
He's not boring at all.
He's on a 4-pack right now, the first on the live stream at Lodges, keeping some stats behind the scenes.
Awesome, awesome.
7-3, Jayson Shaw.
We got another good young player named Kachi. He's 18.
Clenty?
What?
Clenty?
Yes.
Kachi.
Is his first name Clenty?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes.
Oh, I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
But he plays real slow.
And his sidekick is here and still on the winner's side.
Who's that?
Benar, I think is that how you say his name, Mike?
I don't know. He's
Oh, you don't
Albanian.
know?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen him play, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's Clinte's
Not trying to
sidekick.
pronounce his name. I don't
I
want to
think it's
butcher it.
Bazar or Benar. Benar? I got him on Facebook. Let me check. Yeah, he's I think he's still on the winner's side.
Guys, I do lessons at Amsterdam Billiards. Please feel free to go ahead and send me an email at mayednak@yahoo.com, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, and I'll
Well, Wilkie
tell you
has
my
a
rates and those
chance.
things. appreciate your interest. Okay, so scratch on the break. Dry break as well. And Shaun's got to make good work of this rack, and it should be pretty easy. The 7 is the only difficulty. And it's actually...
I'm sorry, Bizarre is his name.
Bizarres. The 7's actually a really bad spot. I might actually try to knock the 7 out with the 4 ball and play position for the 5 while knocking the 7 out with the 4. I think that's the right play here. What do you think, Danny?
No, I think you could play for the bank.
You'd play for the bank?
Sitting, okay. Yeah, especially where the 8 is. Yeah,
gotcha.
I think you could play for the bank.
I would have tried to rip it out and got the proper angle on the 4 to do that, but...
rip it to where?
Just knock the 4 off the rail. If he would have had the 4 on the right side of the table for the 4, he could have gone into the 7, knocked the 7 out. He would have had natural position on the 5. 5 led naturally to the 6, so he couldn't get in trouble. But now he's got to play position for the bank, like you said, or knock it off with the 6 ball. But I wouldn't do it with the 6.
No, play for the bank.
Yeah, he's definitely playing for the bank now. He's got no other choice.
Not a bad idea. Got to get to where he is right now. No, he played for the ball in the corner. Which makes position on the 8 a little tougher.
Right. He's got to go back and forth. I think the 8 goes in the side if I'm looking at it correctly, but I'm not sure. That might be too far up table.
Extreme angle.
Then he's got to hit this very firm and go back and forth, which is asking a lot. I would actually use draw on this and come above the 8 instead of trying to stay below it. I feel like I pocket a little better with a low outside on this rather than a center ball or high outside. And he hit it chubby and didn't get good shape on the 8.
He got tough. He didn't get position on the 7.
Right, he didn't like the bank on the 7.
Well, I think right now he wished he did. You don't give this. This guy just beat you 4 in a row. You needed to win this one.
I'm sure he's, eminently
I
aware
know
that
he
he
wanted
had to
win
win
it. Yeah, look at this. This is position. This is position.
He's comfortable with this.
Yeah, he's very comfortable
Pretty
until he
scary.
sleeps in the street a couple times. Yeah, I don't like this. He doesn't even have the right angle.
Just accept the shot. He can
Take
pinch,
the
he
cut
can
on
pinch
the
it.
9, I guess.
He can pinch it a little bit.
Look at that
How
stroke.
about a lot of bit?
See what I mean about him? He's the greatest shot maker in pool. He definitely.
Now, in his prime, would you've thought that Strickland was of equal to Jayson Shaw?
No.
No?
No. Strickland was a great player, but this guy's a little more consistent with those tough shots.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up during Siegel's during Earl's prime, but I've seen a lot of Earl's videos, and I always appreciated his
Earl
pocketing
was
skills.
a great ball jumper.
Yeah, full cue jump.
Mike Siegel and Billy and Cardona went to South Carolina to play Earl when he was young. And they were playing push-out. And Earl would push to a jump shot that Siegel couldn't make, and he could. So they left town. They couldn't do it.
He made the wing ball again and a 5 ball. Actually made 3 balls in the break. I don't see any easy position for the 2, so he's probably going to have to play a bank on the 2 like you wanted him to do in the previous, or wanted Shaun to do in the previous.
Yeah,
rack.
I don't know. Let's see what he does.
I don't see anything
There's
else,
no
do you?
telling what he's going to do. Well, he got to the ball in the corner.
It must be further from the side than I thought.
It is. Pretty good shot he made just now.
Pretty great shot, I would say. But what do you do here, Danny? Inside English and come around 3 rails?
I think you do, yeah. He's going to have to stroke it.
1, 2, 3.
He does that stuff real good.
It's good on the 4.
Great
Looks
shot.
like he's out. Quality shot in that 3.
Yeah.
Quality shot to get on the 2 ball. I didn't realize the 2 went by the side. I thought it was at that horrific position, but he had a pocket for it, played great position. And just like that, Jayson wins.
Jayson
9-3.
Shaw. Wow.
Clinic.
Jayson Shaw got beat prior to this match right here, and he's just must have lit a fuse in him, huh?
Yeah, he got mad.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to feed my little girl doing that.
That's right.
Not gonna lie, Jayson played jam up the last set. You know, there was not much he could do with that that clinician on the break that Joey gave, Joey
Yeah,
Cicero.
Joey played real well.
He did. But Jayson couldn't fade the break or couldn't do anything about it.
Well, folks, we have to end this recording. It was quick. It started at 10 o'clock. It was over in 35 minutes.
Quick thanks to Danny Dilberto for letting me sit in with him. Al, Mike Siegel, Mike Zuglin. Siegel, I was talking about Siegel. My wife Christine, everyone else that I mentioned earlier. Thanks. Thanks, Al.
There you go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.